So, I found this machine recently in an antique shop. I posted a few pictures on the community tab. I thought it was quite interesting. There's some quite nice inlay on the front. That's what drew my attention to it. Initially I thought it was probably just a fairly standard H&V machine. The doors opened just fine and there was the usual slats inside. And the machine is an Edison Bell discophone, which caught my eye as I have a lot of Edison Bell records, but only one Edison Bell machine, which is a little portable in very poor condition. Now some of you noticed that there didn't seem to be a crank. Well, in fact it was there, it was behind the counter. However, there definitely is a problem with the lid, as you can see daylight coming through. The lid just seems to be nailed on. I think the whole machine is made of oak. The inside is fairly standard. I think the machine dates from about 1915 to about 1925, but the sound box is definitely later, and in fact there were two of them, both the same model weirdly enough. The brake is one of the earlier types, and the speed control is a simple twist knob, doesn't seem to have any proper markings on it. Now I asked for comments about how much you thought this machine would be. Thanks very much for all the suggestions. First, let's see some prices of some other ones I've seen. I found this rather boring Decca portable in an antique shop. It had been reduced from £195 down to £140, and I thought that it was pretty poor value even at that price. This one initially was much more encouraging. I was intrigued by the motorboard, but the case itself was actually riddled with woodworm, and I think the motorboard covering was a replacement to hide other woodworm damage. Even at £56 it certainly wasn't worth it. This nice Columbia was in pretty good condition, though the needle bar was quite bent and the soundbox would have needed to be rebuilt. There was a nice box of records with it, and I could have had the whole lot for $230. I think the dealer wanted about $180 for the machine on its own. Not something I needed and really too much money for me. This H&V I was tempted with. It's a similar machine to the Edison Bell, but the ticket price was £65 and I probably could have had it for less. Now this Victrola had a ticket price of £110 and it's actually the one I did buy, and in the end I paid £85 for it, which I think was a very good deal. And this one is the H&V, which may originate from India. This is the one that currently has a broken spring, and indeed did have a broken spring when I bought it. I think the price had been £120 up until a few days before I bought it, and then it dropped to half price. Again, I think that was a pretty decent deal. So what about this one? Well, in the condition it's in, complete with non-original sound boxes, the dealer wanted £350. Now, I wasn't speaking to the dealer, I was speaking to the shop assistant, so I didn't get into any negotiation about the price. But I did say that I felt that it was rather expensive and that the dealer would struggle to sell it at that price. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you think. If you've enjoyed this video, then maybe you'll like this one too. Thanks, and see you in the next one.